Yeah, it's midday, and look, looks like the sun's going down or coming up. You see that? Just fucked up shit. Midday. Midday. Right, this thing's starting to come over, but look, just going to show you this. See, under the clouds in places. Right, so let me explain what you're watching. It's what time is it? What's that? 1:15, I think, in the afternoon. Here, right now, just here, is a planet, right? Don't have to believe me, it's fine. But I'm going to show you 3 different views of it. One I'm recording just there through the infrared, and one I'm recording just there with a negative embossed filter. This part of the sky just here, all this bit is a planet. Right, I will prove it to you. I'll show it on the infrared, because literally X marks the spot. With the infrared signal, literally, it's almost a joke actually. And you can clearly see through the embossed negative filter, which I'll show you as well, that this part of the sky over here, right now, clearly has features on it that you can see. I'll give you the same view on this camera, look, as it comes up and over. It's actually filling the whole sky, look, through basically, look, all the way, everything above that, yeah. Everything. Oh, sky. I'm trying to give you the same view on each camera. All this, all part of it. Just going to keep going over now. It's pretty much following us all afternoon, let's see. Just stay here. Hidden from you. Right, YouTube, I hope I've proved to you now without a doubt. Just here in the sky. Here, look. All over us actually at the moment. Here's a great big planet. You've seen it. Polarised. See, look there. Look at that. You've seen it on the infrared, also coming through. You've also seen it on the embossed negative as well. This here, all this, is a planet. You're being lied to, like we are about our past. Time to wake up. You need to check out Martin Leedick and the mud flood. And there's another guy I've just been watching, Static in the Attic, and his tying together of what's happening, or what happened in America, is phenomenal. With regards to Tartaria and California being a island, yeah, they're lying to you about your past, or our past, and they're lying to you about this. This has been hidden in the sky. They're hiding it. It's just here. Every day. It goes over our heads. Right. More time lapse. Peace and love. YouTube, subs 2. So I've had one come out, and I've got this one coming out. Look. See all this here? Look. Let me show you. See? Just here right now. This thing. Just here. See? Look. Gosh. See that? All this stuff coming out here. The colour and the blue. Leave the rest to time lapse. See? Friday, 11th of January, I think it's the 11th. This guy, again. Right, okay, I don't want to waffle too much because all I do is waffle, so look at the stripes, look at the pink and the blue, and it probably gets a bit boring. But I think I've figured out, well not figured out, because I know what I'm seeing, but I think I've figured out how to give you a comparison. So what I've had my camera set up today at home. This thing as usual, up, filling the sky as you can see. Yeah, I've look at that there, look at that. See that? The ridge. Right, anyway, so yeah, I think I figured out how to show you. So I've shown you this polarisation that I figured out how to see, and then figured out how to take it mobile. Yeah, so what I've done, I set my camera up. I had a camera set up with I had my iPhone 8 set up with it's an app that gives you a negative, and you can also put, look at this just here, look at it. You can also put like an embossing feature on it. So I did that, and it brought out some great results. But obviously, it's not adequate proof that there is something in the sky. So I also had another camera set up with my infrared filter on, and I'll show you the results of that, because you can clearly see it picks up yellow, also picks up black, and an X marks the spot. I mean, I'm not lying to you, X marks the spot. Be the name of this video. If you want to share it, like it, it'd be really good if you could. Yeah, and also had my main camera set up showing the same thing. So I'm gonna splice all them together when I get in. Rock and roll, eh? Friday night rock and roll. I'm not working for the next, well, till March now. Yeah, so rather than going out and getting drunk, I'm spending my Friday nights showing you the sky, which is what I'm going to do. Right, see the bottom of this thing, look, right along the bottom there. For a change, look, that side, see how big this one is, look. See the light at the bottom, all the way around the sky. I say it all the time. We lied to. Need to watch a guy called Static in the Attic, I think it's called. I'm into my history, you see, I love history, and I went to see a fella called David Icke 20 odd years ago. I took my dad. I was only young, I was only like, how old am I now? 42, yeah, so I was about 18, it's about what, 24 years ago, something like that. 22 years ago. yeah, anyway, we went to see David Icke in this tiny little church hall in London. I don't know what I was expecting really. My dad gave me his book when I was, like I said, when I was young. The Truth Shall Set You Free, and it started me on this path. I'm a massive, you know, I like history, but not history we're taught, like ancient history. You know, the megaliths and stuff like that. So it's really, you know, it's fascinated me since I've been a kid. You know, I remember my dad talking about the Philadelphia experiment. Blew me away, you know. Anyway, I went to see David Icke, and we sat in this church hall with about 300 or 400 people. It took like 8 hours. I mean, it was a marathon, but the guy was, at the time, I thought he was fucking mad. But I've been to see him a few other times since then, over the last 20 years. And everything that Jimmy Savile, you know, the paedophile, Jimmy Fix-It, yeah, Tony Blair, the Gulf War, 9/11, all this he told us about, sitting in that room all them years ago. And I've sat and watched all of them come true. Play out, should I say. Anyway, puts you on this path, and I've never been able to get off it. And I had this weird experience a couple of years ago, because I've actively been trying to decalcify my pineal gland. I'm a vegan, I don't drink, I do smoke, yeah I do, but I think the good stuff. Anyway, yeah, and I set on this journey trying to decalcify my pineal gland. I think it worked because something happened. I thought I was getting a message from God, but I don't know whether that's the case. But anyway, I became suddenly very aware of this thing in the sky, of the overwhelming sense that I had to tell everybody, no matter what consequences came to me. And that's what I've been trying to do. You know, I'm not trying to upset anybody. I just, you know, watch Static in the Attic and watch about the mud flood. I'm actually going to the city where I live tomorrow, or it's about 10 miles up the road, because there's evidence of the mud flood here where I live, which is crazy. Hidden, I mean, I've made videos about this before, but not about the mud flood, but about this thing in the sky that's sort of hidden in plain sight. And this mud flood has been hidden in plain sight. And Static in the Attic, I was watching him, and he's stitched together some amazing work from old maps, comparing them to new maps. I mean, it sort of backs up Graham Hancock's work. But Graham Hancock, I mean, I love him as well. I've seen him live, met him a few times. He is brilliant, but he's dating it back like 11,500 years. But this guy, Static in the Attic, you know, if he's right and his research is good, it is real good, then, you know, our recent past has been covered up as our ancient past. And I think it all ties together. It's all to do with this in the sky. This thing in the sky, I think, had a lot to do with that cataclysm. And I'm not saying it's going to fuck us over now, because I'm sort of in two minds. Is it going to fuck us over, or did it fuck us over back in the 1800s and it reset everything? And what we're seeing now is the remnants of this system moving away from us. That could be a possibility. I'm not saying that's right or that's what's happening, but I'm just trying to give you my 10 cents worth. Now, I know there's lots of cars, but there's this noise as well. And it's about all the time in this thing comes out. It sounds like a angry swarm of wasps. Anyway, look, there's a fucking triangle there. You can't see that, no, you can. Wow. Right, look, I'm going to get back. Thanks for your support, and thanks for watching. Please stay safe. Check out Static in the Attic. Yeah. Peace and love.